Hello everyone, I'm Lori Baum, and it is today Friday, December 20th, the day before the winter solstice, and I'm here to talk about what you can expect in 2014. I'm an astrologer and a psychotherapist for more than 25 years, and in all of those years, this coming year is one of the most active in the heavens that we've seen in quite a long time. Not only are the planets in a crossing aspects with each other, but our planet as a whole is going through what's called a geomagnetic pole reversal. And that's when the North Pole and the South Pole do reverse placement. So the Earth stays where it is, but the energy field around the Earth actually flips over. So every magnet has a North Pole that gathers energy and a South Pole that releases energy. So we're going to be seeing that all reversing. Now normally, and that happens once every 750,000 years or so, approximately. It's hard to keep records that precisely over that long of a period of time. But what tends to happen during the reversal is the haves and have-nots switch roles. Now, if this were to happen quickly, it would, in an ideal world, it would. There would be a very high vibration on the Earth, and just suddenly it would change. And it's been changing. The pole has been moving since the late 1990s, and starting in 2012, it started accelerating at quite a rate. So we can see we're in the middle of a very important process, and due to certain lower vibration thoughts on the planet, negative thoughts, greed or selfishness, that kind of thing, it slows down the process. So people often ask how long it's going to take. It could be another decade or two before we finish. But that's the reason that you see people being pulled inside themselves and with each other between polarities. And you also see that in nature. We have very hot days, very cold days, snow in the summer, and hot weather in the winter, and the opposite for the southern hemisphere. So things are beginning to reverse themselves already. Um, so we have some strategies of things we can do to keep our own magnetic resonance strong, because as the Earth shifts, it can be very disorienting, and the flow of information to us on the planet is a reflection of the chaotic quality of the energy around the Earth. You may feel like you're being bombarded with conflicting information or too much information. You're not sure what's true, you're not sure what to follow, and that's a mirror of what's going on in the whole planet and in the psyches of those of us who are inhabitants of the planet. So here are some suggestions for staying centered in your heart and your spine. First of all, there are 10 suggestions. First is focus on your heart. And the heart is 5,000 times more powerful than the brain. So don't let yourself go all out into your mind. Stay in your feelings and in your heart and in the loving quality and compassionate nature that you have, and that's going to lead you to the right decision. Meditate and bring your focus to the spiritual eye, and you may focus on your breathing or chant the word Om to yourself, and that's going to help raise your vibration and lead you to the right choice when you get to one of the many choice points you're likely to face in 2014. Third, think positive thoughts. Fourth, visualize what you'd like to create in advance. So by imagining what you'd like, you can actually attract it to yourself. And then follow that up with prayer. Prayers help to align you with more positive spiritual and celestial energy so that you can get what you'd like. Sixth, affirm what you'd like over and over in your mind. Think, I am healthy, I am strong, I am happy, whatever it is that you want to create. Seventh is charity. Give as much as you can. When you give, you open a channel for more to flow to you. Practice gratitude also for the ability to give, for having something to give, and for what it is that you've received. Whatever you have, when you feel gratitude for it, you open a channel for more to come to you. You also want to use some physical methods for raising your magnetic resonance so that you'll be safe and protected energetically in the time that's coming. And that's to get plenty of sunshine, clean water, fresh fruits and vegetables, and to be out in nature so that you can feel the beneficial effects of negative ions, which are very positive for moving energy through your body. So we'll move on to astrological predictions for every sign, and we'll begin with Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. So you're in a time where you're choosing between slow transformations and quick changes. It's a year of tremendous change coming up for you, especially prompted by two eclipses. There'll be a series of eclipses in April and then again in October. So you want to practice diplomacy in April and then assert yourself in October. Okay? So Taurus, you've got the karmic planet Saturn opposed to your sun during this year, and that means that you've got to let go of all the things you no longer need to lighten your load and make space for new to come in. It's a wonderful year to practice generosity and give as much as you can, because that'll give more space for more abundance to come to you. You're going to feel your burdens are lifted in December, and throughout the year you're going to feel many new people coming in, and really a strong strengthening of your foundations as you keep only that which is essential in terms of belongings and relationships, and then travel forward to receive what is really yours in the following year. Now, if you're a Gemini, you're used to the kind of chaotic conditions that we are going to be experiencing at times in 2014 as the old goes away to make way for the new. And that's typical for the kind of planetary alignments we're having, as well as the geomagnetic reversal of the Earth's poles. So you will feel fairly comfortable in what's going on, and it's a time of tremendous creativity for you with all the different influences and information that are coming to you. There will be 3 periods in the year when you're going to have a chance to stop, reflect, and introspect and recalibrate your direction for the rest of the year. And those 3 periods are during Mercury retrograde, and they'll be during February, June, and October. Finally, use this year to take care of any kind of nagging health problems. It's a good year to get in shape in that way. Now, Cancer, you're a very sensitive sign, and you tend to feel the movement of the planets, and especially the moon. And you've got the planet Pluto in your opposing sign of Capricorn in the coming year. And so that means there may be people who come along who try to challenge you, but they're not trying to hurt you. They're actually trying to get you to refine your ideas and to get stronger. And they're really just testing your limits. So what you're going to find in the coming year is that someone's going to come along and challenge you. And it's going to help you to get better at what you do. And that person, once you get stronger, is not going to end up being an enemy, but they're going to end up being a very close supporter and friend of yours. So look for relationships to operate in new ways, and there will be a series of eclipses that you'll be sensitive to in April and October, and those are going to be big change points for you in the coming year. Now, if you're a Leo, you're very lucky because the lucky planet Jupiter is going to be moving into Leo in the middle of this year. It's in Cancer right now, so it's a good year to finish up what you've started, to get your thoughts and feelings in alignment with what you'd like to manifest. And in the middle of the year, the lucky planet Jupiter will be moving into Leo, so you will get everything that you have been dreaming of, and it's important now to get your desires centered on what's in your highest good so that you can really manifest that. Also, if there's any health problems that you've been ignoring, this is a good time, particularly in the first half of the year, to take care of those things so that you'll be in good shape to get all that you deserve in the second half of the year. If you're a Virgo, the mystical planet Neptune is in your opposing sign of Pisces this year. So that's going to bring many new people into your life, some of whom are going to express themselves in ways that maybe you're not used to or don't always make logical sense to you, but on a higher level, they'll be imparting very high spiritual wisdom to you. So rather than trying to categorize information and put everything into neat boxes, try to feel the swirl and the flow of what's coming to you. Now, the good news is your mind is going to open up and expand a tremendous amount in 2014, and you're going to have the chance to study a subject or learn information you'd always been wanting to learn, haven't had the time to learn, and you're going to learn very easily. Your mind is going to feel very open, and you're going to be able to use this information in a new way that's going to be very satisfying and profitable for you. So it's going to be an enjoyable year for you, very interesting one. Now, if you're a Libra, relationships are always important to you. And if you get into a relationship, it's for life. But you're going to have to be using some new techniques in your relationships in the coming year, because Mars, the planet of ambition and energy, is going to be traveling through Libra for an unusual 8 months, from December of 2013 until July 25th of 2014. And this is due to the retrograde motion of the planet Mars while it's in Libra, and due to its position, it's going to be spending an extraordinary amount of time in Libra. So what does that mean? That means that you're going to have to assert yourself, because even if you try to hold back, circumstances are going to align to push you with that Mars energy to assert yourself and to make yourself a more active member in terms of your desires, in terms of what is happening in your relationship. So if you haven't been speaking up, or if you're allowing others to write the script in your relationships, it's a time for you to weigh in. Now, times of dynamic change will occur for you in April and in October, both near your birthday and at your half birthday. You'll be experiencing a lot of changes in relationships, and please don't be afraid to speak up. Now, if you're a Scorpio, the karmic planet Saturn has been in the sign of Scorpio since late 2012. So it's been really a good time for you to let go of what you no longer need and really focus on what it is that you do need, because when Saturn leaves Scorpio at the end of 2012, you're going to be poised to get what it is that you've been working toward. So it's a time to continue to persevere, to let go of what you don't need, to surrender to your own intuition or your soul or the higher guidance you've been getting from Spirit, and get ready to do what it is that you're here to do. So you're good at letting go. This is the time to do so and really make space to receive what you really need. Okay, if you're a Sagittarian, you're very lucky because your sign is ruled by the lucky planet Jupiter, and Jupiter has been in the home-loving sign of Cancer since the middle of 2013. So this is a time to really solidify your foundations, take care of projects around the home, spend time with family, and really enjoy that phase of your life. As you get more solidified in your foundations, you're going to be entering an extremely creative period in the middle of 2014 that will last till the middle of 2015, while Jupiter's in the creative sign of Leo. So it's a time to finish what you've started in the first half of the year and be really ready to bring something new in the second half. Finally, Saturn, the karmic planet, will be moving into Sagittarius in December of 2014. Saturn hasn't been in Sagittarius since 1988, so you may be revisiting issues from that time or dealing with questions from that time, but on a much higher level. So it's a time to implement lessons learned and to move forward to learn those lessons on a much higher level. Now, if you're a Capricorn, you're really moving into your power in 2014 due to the passage of the powerful planet Pluto moving through Capricorn in the coming year. So you're going to be breaking with tradition and doing things in new ways, taking more risks than you've taken before, and this is going to be a time for people to follow your leadership and to really do what it is that you have discovered, because you've been doing your research and you know a lot about what it is that you're doing. So you're not flying by the seat of your pants. You really know what you're doing, and you'll find that you'll be in a leadership role as others follow you, because they will not have prepared as well as you have. So continue to research and prepare and be ready to implement your plans in 2014. Now, if you're an Aquarian, your sign is ruled by the planet Uranus, which is a planet of innovation. And you may find throughout your life that you're ahead of everybody else. You understand the global village and peace on earth and humanity, the importance of those things, more than many other people do. You can see the big picture. Now, lucky Jupiter is going to be making a positive alignment with your planetary ruler, Uranus, in February and in April of 2014. So those are going to be very lucky times for you. Then later in April, there may be some challenges to your vision, and you'll be discovering some deeper resources that you hadn't been using, and you'll discover a quicker way to do things. So do try to be open in late April, and you may find that many new people are coming in to support your new ideas, so you'll be having to let go of some old people to make way for the new, so that you can really bring in new ideas and concepts, because that's what you're going to be asked to do, and that's your job in 2014. Okay, now if you're a Pisces, you're also feeling very aligned with the times that we're in. The planet Neptune, which rules Pisces, is in Pisces now, and it will be there through the 2020s. So this is a chance for you to begin to settle into yourselves and become more comfortable with the fact that you are really seeing the bigger picture, that we're all souls and we're connected to spirit, and the activities that make you happiness that bring you the greatest happiness are meditation, prayer, listening to music, having a free, unstructured time, and giving to others and being able to be present for others without any kind of schedule or any kind of pressure. So this is a year to really practice what you're good at, to show others, to express your creativity, and to really feel your sense of oneness with spirit. And remember, the greatest distance between the problem and the solution is the distance between your knees and the floor. So when you need to find an answer or get out of any tight spot, just remember your altar or the great gifts that you have for prayer, because you have the ability to manifest, and this is a quality you're going to teach others, that through prayer we're able to manifest the highest good, and you're a great force for positivity on the planet. So please use your gifts to improve your own life in 2014 and to help others. So I wish you all a very happy 2014, and if you have more questions, you're welcome to get in touch with me. You can do so through my website, www.lauriebaum.com.